exclusive elephant news.
Yes. 2 weeks ago, we met Anne, the 57-year-old circus elephant.
The nation took her into their hearts after seeing the neglect she'd suffered at the hands of one of her carers.
But now Anne's been rehomed, and again the One Show have been given exclusive access, this time to see how she's settling in. Simon Bozeman's gone to Longleat to join in an elephant housewarming.
For 30 years, Anne plodded the circus ring largely unknown, a relic of another age. Then these pictures gave fresh impetus to those who say her life is, and always was, a cruel one. Late last month, we spent 2 days with Anne's owners, Bobby and Moira Roberts, as they faced up to the reality that Anne's circus days were coming to an end.
If you look in her eyes, she's not unhappy. I don't care what anybody says. To us, she's never been an animal. She means as much to us as our children do.
The Roberts blamed the abuse on a hired hand, but the publicity and protests drove the public away. Then a safari park agreed to take her in.
Well, that was nearly 2 weeks ago, and since then, Anne's been on a journey of almost 200 miles to come here to Longleat Safari Park. So let's go and see how she's settling in.
Nothing phases her. When we unloaded her, everybody was emotional. We were on tenterhooks as well, elephant turning up. She breezed it. The only one that was cool, calm and collected was Anne, you know. She's just, nothing phases her. She just jogs on.
What kind of condition was she in when she got here?
I was surprised. Probably the oldest elephant in Europe, so...
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, hats off to Bobby.
Yeah.
To have an animal in this condition, OK, she's got arthritic back legs. Fine, you find me a 60-year-old woman that hasn't got a few aches and pains, you know. Her condition is great, you know, and for somebody to get an elephant to this age and in this condition, they're doing something right.
Well, we've actually got a bit of a surprise for Anne today because we're not the only people that have come to visit her. We've arranged for Bobby and Moira to come along too so they can see her in her new home. Is it a happy feeling to see her?
Yeah, of course, isn't it, girl?
Oh, yes.
Have you been missing her though? Because obviously you spent so much time with her.
After 55 years, of course you miss her.
Yeah. How difficult was it to say goodbye to her when she went from your place?
It was probably just like losing one of my kids. It was just the same as losing one of the children.
Yeah.
It was no different. It's like leaving her behind in a care home, knowing that she's going to be looked after, but still feeling that she should be with us.
Yeah.
Bobby still checks. Bobby still checks every night that...
Cheers, Anne. Thanks for that.
She was always a troublesome teenager. She's no different now than she was before.
Roberts are now concentrating on keeping the circus alive, but as their business still involves performing animals, many would argue the show should have stopped long ago.
Some of the people who are going to be watching this are going to say this is where she should have been all the time and where you guys were keeping her probably wasn't the best place for her. I mean, what would you say to those people?
Why not? There's nothing the matter with the circus life. I love the circus life, and I like to think that Anne loved it just as much as we do.
Oh, what a lovely story. Gotta love Anne.